Breaking news, a ceasefire is on the table in Gaza, but one side is calling the proposal unacceptable. Thanks for joining us for the KTLA 5 News at Noon. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. Today, Hamas has agreed to a ceasefire proposal brokered by Egypt and Qatar.
However, Israel says it cannot accept the current version of the negotiated deal. KTLA 5's Gene Kang live at our news center with the latest from the Middle East. Gene?
Good afternoon, Lou and Glenn. Many sources have confirmed that Hamas has accepted a ceasefire proposal in the war with Israel after months of standstill and tension. Now, this took place just hours after Israeli military warned thousands of Gaza refugees to leave. We're now hearing from the White House.
We are at a critical stage right now. We got a response from Hamas. Now, Director Burns is working through that, trying to assess it, working with the Israelis. I mean, my goodness, folks, I don't know that it gets any more sensitive than right now. And the worst thing that we can do is start speculating about what's in it.
The White House says President Joe Biden spoke to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on the phone this morning. They say President Biden updated the Prime Minister on efforts to secure a hostage deal, including through ongoing talks today in Qatar. The Prime Minister of Israel agreed to ensure the Kerem Shalom crossing is open for humanitarian assistance for those in need. And the president reinforced his clear position on Rafah. The Israeli army has dropped leaflets, as you see here, ordering 100,000 Palestinian refugees in Gaza to leave eastern Rafah to a designated humanitarian zone, with plans to send more warnings through Arabic broadcasts, text messages, and phone calls throughout the day. Sources say Israel may be getting closer to invading the city despite international pressure to stop. Israel's defense minister told troops in Gaza to expect, quote, intense action in the near future. Since the start of Israel's ground war in Gaza last year, around 1 million people have sought shelter in Rafah with grim, terrible conditions. While Israel called for evacuations in many Gaza areas for safety, some of these zones have been hit hard by Israeli airstrikes. Families, as you see in this video, have been grieving their loss. The United States and other allies have asked Israel not to deploy troops into Rafah because civilians could be killed or severely hurt. Now, the White House says it's vital to hear from Israeli leaders once again on whether they accept a ceasefire deal. We're going to have the latest on this developing story throughout the day. Gene Kang, KTLA 5 News.
All right, thank you, Gene. Breaking news at UCLA, where new protests have erupted after last week's dismantling of a pro-Palestinian encampment.
And we are told that police have made dozens of arrests on that campus. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang live at UCLA with an update.
Lou, Glenn, hi. We have been out here on campus for the last few hours, and we've seen a large crowd of pro-Palestinian protesters marching through the campus. Now, they just started to disassemble, and they say that they're going to be moving to a different location, but you could still see some of them here taking a break. Earlier, we heard them chanting, "They will not rest until the university divests from Israel." Now, you're taking a look from Sky 5 live right now. This started around 10 o'clock this morning when we saw a crowd of, I'd estimate maybe about 100 students and supporters marching through campus and toward Dodd Hall. And we saw additional people holding a sit-in inside of the building at Dodd Hall. They blocked the glass windows so we couldn't see too far in, so it's not clear how many people were inside at the moment. But around the building, there were dozens of protesters. We also saw police and campus security forming a line outside of the building to stop more people from going inside. Now, before that, earlier this morning, we saw dozens of people being detained inside a parking garage on campus. An officer on scene told KTLA that 43 people were taken into custody on suspicion of conspiracy to commit burglary. Now, demonstrators here tell me that the people who were arrested or detained included pro-Palestinian protesters and students, and they were detained inside of the parking structure too after they had calls for a sit-in at Moore Hall. In a post on Instagram early Monday morning, Students for Justice in Palestine at UCLA called for a sit-in in Moore Hall for groups to gather there around 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, as you know, this protest follows a previous Palestine Solidarity encampment, which remained on campus for about a week before it was dismantled during a police sweep last week. Many criticized the university for its hands-off approach and slow police response while the camp was on campus. Now, earlier, we spoke with one of the student protesters here. Take a listen. They said there was suspicion of conspiracy to commit burglary. That's what the arrests were for.
Yes, and I don't understand that because people were just walking together to join part of the sit-in in Moore Hall. And they also said it was like trespassing, which I don't understand because people like dance in parking lots to practice, like organizations meet in parking lots. People go there to sleep sometimes. Like it's a public space because no one was visibly wearing any like keffiyehs or Palestinian like things on them, cultural things. So it just doesn't make sense to me. They probably, with their higher budget, have more surveillance technologies to target us.
And KTLA has reached out to UCPD for more information, and we're waiting to hear back. Now, UCLA's Chancellor Gene Block announced that several actions will be taken effective immediately. Oversight and management of UCLA PD and the Office of Emergency Management will be moved to a newly created Office of Campus Safety, whose leader will report directly to the Chancellor. The Chancellor said Associate Vice Chancellor Rick Brazil will lead the Office of Campus Safety and that he has more than 30 years of public safety service, including 5 years as Chief of Police for the city of Sacramento. Now, back here live, you can see some of the student protesters still here on campus. They did announce just a short while ago on the loudspeaker to their supporters that they will be moving to Van Nuys, where they are expected to support those who were arrested this morning as they're being released from custody. For now, reporting live in Westwood, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
You've been warned. You have 15 minutes to vacate.
LAPD officers cleared the pro-Palestinian encampment at USC over the weekend as students there prepared to graduate. It's happening this week. About 100 protesters had pitched tents at Alumni Park before it was dismantled. There were no arrests, and it was the second police crackdown on campus in less than 2 weeks. Today, University Park campus is open to students, staff, registered guests, and vendors who have confirmation of work. And a disturbing discovery inside a dorm room at UC Riverside. Campus police found a rifle and a journal depicting a violent act.
The student has been suspended. KTLA 5's Jennifer McGraw live now on the campus in Riverside with more on how the school is handling the incident. Jennifer?
Yeah, Glenn and Lou, while this remains under investigation, that student was not arrested, but instead told to leave campus. And that right there has students we spoke with concerned as they walked to class today. Now, this all happened on Friday. A search warrant was served not too far from where we're standing at the residential apartments in the Northern District. That's where investigators say they found an assault rifle registered to a student, ammunition, 5 high-capacity magazines, and hand-drawn images in a journal depicting violent acts. The student was placed on interim suspension for allegedly violating several university policies. Students we spoke with agree that the student should have been immediately arrested instead of suspended in order to leave campus.
It does scare me because I do live only 25 minutes away from this campus, and dorming, I thought it would be like a good experience, but when I hear something about this, like it's like, oh, I really hope like the best for like students and my community. So I think it does scare me, and I do like worry about my my friends because I have a little sister that does go to school, so I always think about that too.
In a letter to students, UCR saying, while this message is being sent to the entire campus community out of an abundance of caution, information about students' disciplinary matters, including a student's identity, is protected and cannot be disclosed, adding, there is no indication at this time that this incident is related to any recent campus events. Now back out here live, ultimately it will be up to the district attorney to pursue criminal charges. We also reached out to campus and we have not heard back. We are live in Riverside. Jennifer McGraw, KTLA 5 News.
Jennifer, thank you. A New York City judge has again found former President Donald Trump in contempt of court for violating a gag order in the hush money trial, saying it does not appear that fines are serving as a deterrent. KTLA 5's Trevor Shirley is in Washington, D.C. with additional details.
And today, the judge in this case again threatened the former president with jail time. After a hearing last week, this morning, Judge Juan Merchan ruled the former president violated that gag order for a 10th time. This violation relates to Mr. Trump claiming the jury is stacked with Democrats. Mr. Trump has already been fined $9,000